Coming up on DFE News, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk has formally been charged with aggravated murder. Also, late-night TV hosts have been dropping like flies. Is it suppression of free speech? And the group known as Antifa has been officially designated as a terror organization. We've got news for you, those stories and more right now on DFE News. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DFE News, news done right. I'm Jeff Kirk. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment so everyone gets to see DFE News. So much is going on. Let's get right to it. Tyler Robinson, the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk, has been formally charged in Utah. At a press conference Tuesday, Utah County District Attorney Jeff Gray announced Robinson has been formally charged with aggravated murder, a charge which carries the death penalty. The 22-year-old Robinson was in a relationship with his roommate, Lance Twiggs, who identifies as transgender, and authorities say text messages between the two helped officials locate Robinson. Twiggs insists he had no idea about Robinson's plans and was aghast at the killing, but some find the text messages between the two suspicious. Popular TV and social media commentators like Steve Bannon, Candace Owens, and Philip Buchanan, aka Cat Turd, are just a few of those who say the use of proper punctuation, fully spelled out words, and complete sentences is not how 20-somethings communicate over text. They say it gives the impression the text messages were perhaps planned in advance or generated as part of a cover story. Robinson has been charged with 7 felony counts in all. We'll keep you updated as the story develops. Kirk's brutal assassination sent shockwaves not just through the U.S., but throughout the world as people of many nations gathered over the last week to honor his legacy. In a testament to just how far-reaching his impact was, people from Canada to Spain to Japan to South Africa and New Zealand held vigils and gatherings to pay their respects to Charlie. Take a look at some of their tributes.
자유에 대한 확신으로 물러서지 않았습니다. 그의 삶은 두려움을 넘어 담대히 싸우는 용기의 본보기가 되었습니다.
How strange is it, so far away from the USA, that we should feel such sadness. There will not be another man like Charlie Kirk. Christ is King. Christ is the one that inspired Charlie. Christ was one of the last things Charlie said. Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. And until that is proclaimed throughout all the land, we will not be made great again as a nation.
This is for the repose of the soul of Charlie Kirk.
Diese Kerze ist für Charlie Kirk, für deinen Widerstand und deinen Einstand für unsere Meinungsfreiheit.
Before you left, how life carries on.
Charlie's widow, Erika, will carry on his work as the new CEO of Turning Point USA, which has received more than 64,000 requests from high school and college students seeking to start a new chapter or join an existing one since his death. There will be a memorial service for Charlie on Sunday, September 21st at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Not all the commentary around Charlie Kirk has been positive. Late night host Jimmy Kimmel was suspended by ABC for promoting a false narrative on his show about Kirk's death. In his monologue Monday, Kimmel said, quote, "The MAGA gang is desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them." The comments upset the two largest ABC affiliate owners, Nexstar and Sinclair, who announced they would immediately preempt Kimmel's show on their stations. Advertisers also pulled their funding from the show, leading ABC parent company Disney CEO Bob Iger to suspend Kimmel indefinitely. Many on the left were outraged and called the suspension an attack on free speech and blamed the Trump administration for silencing Kimmel via the Federal Communications Commission. But according to Nexstar and Sinclair, their decisions were strictly business and made without any consideration of the FCC. Those on the right say the left is trying to deflect from any responsibility they may have for creating the environment which led to Kirk's murder. Here's Greg Gutfeld.
Look at the reaction. The media is trying to make Jimmy Kimmel into their Charlie Kirk. But as if like getting fired is the same as getting fired upon. That's what disgusts me, is how they're trying. They're in a this is a blatant effort to get the stink off them. The decades of brainwash that created justification for violence and for murder. Sorry, guys, he's not a victim. The victim is Charlie Kirk. The victims are his family. I don't shed any tears for a lefty millionaire who can still go home and see his kids.
Currently, Kimmel is only suspended, not fired, but perhaps ABC can replace him with a comedian. Well, in a move that many are calling overdue, President Trump officially designated the group Antifa as a terror organization. 1 week after authorities say Charlie Kirk's assassin used bullets etched with anti-fascist phrases, President Trump announced on Truth Social he would designate Antifa, which he called a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster, as a major terrorist organization. Some say Antifa is just an idea and does not have a defined structure with designated leaders that can be targeted. But those who have been on the receiving end of their actions, like journalist Andy Ngo, say they always seem to spring up overnight in perfectly timed and coordinated riots. Designating Antifa as a terror group also allows law enforcement to investigate their connections and sources of income in order to follow the money. We'll leave you with a little more happening at Disney. Florida police are looking for a man in scuba gear who climbed out of the water and robbed a Disney restaurant. A Florida ABC affiliate reports the man tied up 2 employees who were counting cash after closing at the Paddlefish restaurant in Disney Springs late Sunday night. He apparently spray painted the cameras and then stole between $10,000 and $20,000. Reports say neither of the employees were hurt and that they were able to untie themselves and call 911 after the robber jumped back in the lagoon and swam away. Police are still searching for the suspect. I'm wondering how he got past all the swamp creatures. Maybe he wasn't that close to alligator outcome. Maybe he was, and that's why the police can't find him. Anyway, that's it for now. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, comments, and engage with us so that YouTube and all the socials push it out to more viewers. If you're interested in becoming a DFE News sponsor, you can click on the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. Thanks for watching DFE News. News done right. See you next time.